Hello, everyone. Have you ever had beat block? You know, when you try to come into a session and create some tracks and you just don't have it that day. You might make some tracks, but at the end of the day, you're like, I'm gonna go ahead and erase these or delete these. Well, whenever I have beat block, I have something that helps me out and maybe it'll help you out too. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take this out of arrangement view and go to the session view. So I already made this beat. What I usually do, I usually hum out of tune. Like if I got something in my head, like da 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 da, da and then I record it. So this day I recorded this tune I had in my head. Doon, da, doon, da, doon, da, doon, doon, da, doon, da, doon, da, doon, doon, da, doon, da, doon. And what I did was I made that a bass line. So we have this feature, convert melody to MIDI. If you're looking for a bass line, use convert melody to new MIDI track. If you're looking for something with more of chords, then you would do like convert harmony to MIDI track. So I converted that to its own MIDI track, and then we'll just note back a little bit. So from this right here, when I converted it to MIDI, I got this. So I took those MIDI notes over to my bass section under my bass master. Here's the same MIDI notes, just altered just a little bit, but then came out to this. And then after I had that, I layered it with another sound from bass master, which is called the basher, and that came out like this. So just from a simple tune that I hummed, I now have this. Okay, so from right there, I had something to work with and something to start with that I liked. After that, I added some kicks, a snare, two hi-hats, couple percussion loops, and my drums sound like this. And then when you mix the bass, it sounds like this. So I was like, that's a pretty cool start. I got the drum pattern down. I got the bass line down. Great. So then we had to go with a melody. So what I did with that same track that I got from the original humming tune, I took that and I brought them over to easy keys at first. And I put that bass line in easy keys. And once I ran it through easy keys, I was able to come up with this melody. So I got that from easy keys and then I printed it, and I took those notes from easy keys and I put them in Omnisphere. And in Omnisphere, I used the olden days flutes, and that sounds like this. So I layered both of those, and then both of them layered sound like this. And with the bass and the kick, it sounds like this. Okay, but I wasn't done there. Still needed more. So what sounds good on top of that would be voices. So I needed some voices. So I went to Exhale. The first one I got was this preset called Deep, and it sounds like this. It's just a chorus. And then after I went the deep, I went to Excel and I got this preset called approaching, and it sounds like this. And it plays on the second half of the verse. So yeah, so like I said, first I started out with just this. And I got this. So if you guys ever get stuck, ever have beat block, this is a way that works for me, and maybe it'll work for you. Until next time.
I am God.